Okay, let's go.
Okay, welcome back to American Rants Unredacted, episode 33. Just wanted to do a follow-up video on just, new information or, how people are handling the whole flock camera situation and, whether they're for it or against it. So, I got a few clips here. Also, I got the CEO basically calling us children. So, we're going to watch that and we're going to react to that. Should be good. So let's get started and let's have some fun.
One. Long live the 5-3.
Don't do that, okay? Well, especially if the camera's pointed at you, because that's just dumb. But I do find that kind of funny in a way that I'm starting to see in like the more rural areas where there's like nobody around, just like farmland. All of a sudden, like random like single flock cameras are posting up. I don't know what they're watching because around it there's literally nothing, I guess. But I guess who's ever around the property. But yeah, they're starting to see those starting to come up around just out of nowhere. They're like there's nothing around. So. Anyways, let's jump into the CEO here and see what he has to say. And what does that say? Did he really just compare the public to 5-year-olds? Let's find out.
As a proxy, like the level of punishment, whether you're in timeout for 5 minutes or an hour, doesn't matter to a 5-year-old. They do something because they think they're going to get away with it, and as soon as they find out that as a parent you have all-seeing eyes, they stop doing bad things. And the punishment has nothing to do with it. And maybe it's unfair to call an adult a 5-year-old, but that's generally how our brain works. We operate on a Boolean equation of like, I get away with this, so I do it. If I don't think I get away with it, I don't do it. And maybe, one is stealing, a gummy from a jar of candy, another one is shooting someone. So quite a big disparity there, but it's the same brain that's making a decision. I think the data is there. If your concern at a macro level is a oppressive state arising in America, like cameras are not the problem. The problem is that you believe that's going to happen, and there's like 7,000 other ways that.
Yeah, but you're kicking up number one, so there's only 6,999. Daddy, since you are calling us children. Jeez, how old is this guy? Like 35? I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of that. We're all toddlers. We need to be watched, and if we know that we're being watched, we're not going to do anything bad. That's all he's saying. And you know what? There's 6,999 other ways for them to oppress us. This is just one of them, okay? Cameras are not the problem. We are. We're the problem.
A oppressive state arising in America, like cameras are not the problem. The problem is that you believe that's going to happen, and there's like 7,000 other ways that could occur.
Hey, what's going on? Going to try to keep this short and sweet, but we're going to be talking about flock cameras. I've been asked 1,000,000 times my opinion. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it. Let's get going. Flock cameras are a tool, just like this guy right here. They help us solve crime and help us do our job a little bit easier. In all actuality, why wouldn't we use the tools that we're presented? If it helps us out, hey, let's use it. I use him. I use the cameras. It helps me do my job a little bit better. Now, there are people out there that say flock cameras.
But are you implying that you cannot get the job done without the cameras? I mean, you got the dog, bro.
Cameras are tracking them, listening to them, sending them speeding tickets and all that stuff, and that's simply not true. It's not. Flock cameras aren't listening to your conversations. They're not.
The Condor program, that one might, and I know there was another one. It's called like Raven or something like that. Well, I mean, they literally got mics and they're listening to everybody, so they're tracking your biometrics. So maybe the actual just regular flock camera that was built for like surveilling the cars and stuff, maybe that's the only one that doesn't invade your privacy.
Sending you speeding tickets. Are they tracking you? If you drive by a camera and it takes your picture, well, yeah, It's
Yeah.
going to show where you've been.
That's okay, yeah.
But let's say your car gets stolen. We have a tag. You give us that tag, we punch it in, we can find your car or know an area where it's at pretty quick. We have solved numerous crimes using Flock. Numerous. And pretty fast too. I'm no expert on the subject. I'm not. I only know what they've done for us, and they have helped us 100 times over. There are some people that have used the Flock cameras how they're not intended to be used, and those people probably don't have a job anymore.
What is that phrase? One bad apple ruins the whole bushel?
So to summarize, I'm no expert. I just know Flock has solved crime for us. Used the correct way, it has solved crime. There are bad apples in the bunch that have used it like not intended, and again, probably don't have a job, but used correctly, it's a pretty cool deal. And just to say this, they're not taking a picture inside your vehicle. I've looked at numerous Flock photos, and I've never seen anyone in the vehicle. It just takes a picture of the vehicle, usually the back, the tag, and that's it. It's not shooting in, it's not getting your face, it's not getting the inside of your vehicle or any of that. So they work, and they work well.
Right to
Okay, so if it doesn't take pictures of us driving in the car, what? Someone can take a joyride in my vehicle that was stolen, drive it for about a good 20 minutes, and then just ditch it because we can't see who was in it. So, I mean, I don't know how that really helps you with your job besides locating a car that'll probably be in the fucking ditch. And you know what? Someone will call that in. Problem solved. We're doing the work for you.
privacy only applies in place where there's an expectation of privacy, and that does not include the 405 freeway or 6th Street in Wilshire or Wilshire Boulevard in downtown Los Angeles. It does not include those places. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big proponent of the smallest government possible, but this is one here where it does not bother me, and I think that Flock and camera systems like this, used properly, and they almost always are a great tool in the effort to protect the community and for law enforcement to operate more effectively, more efficiently, and to be better partners for their allied agencies.
They almost always are used for, what they're meant to. Well, let's take a look at that, partner. Let me pull this up right here. Okay, in Georgia, DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Sherwin Garcia, fired and criminally charged, allegedly used Flock cameras to look up a woman's personal vehicle to harass her and monitor her movements. Okay, Georgia, again, City of Albany Police Department. Let's see, names are not publicly released, but there's 5 of these guys fired and criminally charged. Internal audit found the officers ran searches for personal reasons, including to check on ex-partners, their family, and other personal inquiries. Okay. Georgia. I guess maybe it's just in Georgia. I don't know. Fayetteville Police Department. Not publicly released names. 3 of them fired. Used Flock cameras to run searches for personal reasons, including checking on specific individuals and vehicles. Texas, Glen Rose Police Department. Sergeant Billy Glass terminated. Used Flock system to run a license plate for his wife's personal vehicle and other improper searches. Didn't trust the wife, and he was tracking her. It's kind of sad, bro. North Carolina, Concord Police Department. Not publicly released. 2 officers suspended, not fired. 1 resigned. 1 suspended without pay. Let's see. RANT flock searches for personal reasons, including checking on individuals and vehicles. So these guys are just stalking women, basically. California, not surprised. Huntington Beach Police Department Officer Nicholas Vela. I know I butchered that. Terminated. Used flock system to run a license plate for personal reasons and made unauthorized searches. But they're rarely ever abused. Just saying. And I know eventually I'll have some list on here. I pulled it up, so feel free to zoom in on it and take a look. But before we get to that, let's see what this sheriff's being interrogated for.
Did you have a legal reason to pull her over?
No.
Okay. So on the 19th, when you pulled her over, there's no legal reason for the stop. Did you call out the stop on the radio?
I tried, but I had no reception. But at that point, I was just going to...
Is that a legit excuse? And I'm talking to cops out there. Maybe I should have to ask my brother because he's a cop. But do you lose like signal out there to radio in that you're pulling somebody over? Does that actually happen?
Say hi, got you, and we were laughing, and that's kind of it.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay then. It was a joke. He was just joking around. That's all. Just hi, we got you. That's it. Smart.
But you didn't put in a cat or anything for it? Okay. Did you create a hot list with her tag?
Yes.
Okay. Is that how you knew she was driving south that day? Alright. Did you have any legal reason to put her in the hot list? Suspected of anything?
No.
Have you guys communicated since that traffic stop?
No, I think that was it. I just wanted to do that, and I think no, but that's the last time.
Have you misused any databases? Any other times that I have not brought up?
Yes. The answer is allegedly, most likely, positively, yes. Probably has. Anyways, so if you guys want to take a look at this, you can zoom in on it. This is all for 2023 into 2024. But yeah, gives you a list of the departments, the state, what they did, what they misused it for. Unfortunately, there's some of them that do not give the name. But yeah, anyways, it's out there. So the guy saying that it's hardly ever used incorrectly, that's enough for me to say it's definitely being used incorrectly.
Did you guys know you can find out if the cops have been searching for you on flock cameras? Well, I did some digging and I found out the R1 is one of them. I'm just gonna peel this license plate off first. This is the license plate to my R1. It's public information. You can't really pull that much from this thing. It doesn't matter. However, I did search a flock camera database to see if any cops were looking for this plate. And lo and behold, a police officer was looking for this license plate. Now, the reason given was investigations, whatever that could possibly mean. I'm not even bothered so much that they were looking for this bike. I mean, let's be real. It's a 1000cc sport bike. It's bound to cause some problems out in the world. I'm more just offended that they didn't give me a better reason. While I was in the system, I also searched for a couple of my other bikes. I did a quick search for the Daytona. I couldn't find anything for this license plate. Same with the H2 and the Grom. Even the Rocket didn't show up any of the searches, which is W. However, there was one more bike that was also searched for. And as you can probably guess, the same reason was given was investigations. I don't know what they're investigating. I don't know what this bike did wrong. It does make me mildly uncomfortable that the cops are out there looking at databases, looking where my bikes have been. But I do try to promote a little bit of safety on this page. And I just want my intentions to be known that they're pretty pure. And I would appreciate a little bit less cyber stalking, or in this case, actual stalking.
Did you see what Flock Camera is doing now?
No, what's come out?
A lot of cops are resigning or forced to resign because they're speaking out against this Flock Camera system.
Good for them.
Something that just came out is that Flock cameras, not only do they do facial recognition, but they have this capability now for their AI to instantly link up to your Bluetooth in your car, whether it be your phone or your headphones, and then be able to track you anywhere.
That makes absolutely zero sense. We keep...
That is insane. To actually do that, man. I'm already like paranoid now from all the surveillance and everything, that when I go into Walmart, I turn my Wi-Fi off, I turn my Bluetooth off. I'm almost to the point where I'm just going to take a piece of paper with my written grocery list just so I'm not being followed. And the dynamic pricing actually happened to me. Like I noticed it was only by like 10 cents of a, I mean, that shit adds up. Like a lot of people, if they do the price change thing. So it's getting ridiculous out there how much we're being watched. And we're just supposed to be okay with it.
Seeing more and more videos of these flock cameras falsely accusing people who are completely innocent, who have footage of them at other places.
All I'm saying is there's copper in there. We're not saying go cut these things down.
I'm
just talking about the potential shortage of copper. I heard a lot of people were buying those green laser pointers and it's frying the system. You guys shouldn't do that.
No, of course not. Because that would work. They would stop working if we did that.
It's illegal. Yeah. It's illegal and you should not do that.
Steve has this map up. This is from January 5th, 2024 through July 2026. I want you to watch how many flock cams showed up across America. All right, we got a few. See some bubbles. We're in July 24, some more bubbles. Getting a little hot. Oh, Trump got into office in January and shit went fucking nuts.
Trump has nothing to do with flock cameras. This is all like police departments and getting contracts with flock. That has nothing to do with Trump.
Look at that, bro. Remember day one in office, the day after fucking the inauguration, he was up on stage with Larry Ellison and Sam Altman and all these technocrats about building the AI state and stuff. We're even a step below AI here. Not to say these things aren't going to be integrating that, but they're putting cameras all over the fucking country. The last administration was censoring people all over the internet. This administration is allowing people to be fucking tracked everywhere.
Okay, never woke. I think a lot of your problem is that you just don't understand how a lot of things work. And instead of just looking it up, you are blaming the easiest person to blame. Because Trump has nothing to do with flock cameras. Flock cameras are installed by law enforcement agencies, neighborhood associations, aka HOAs, and private businesses. Now, just to be clear, I don't support flock cameras either, okay? I don't agree with them either. But they are not a federal issue, okay? This is city and county law enforcement offices that are putting them up. This is HOA and neighborhood associations, okay? These are local.
Jacob Petrosky, 194 South La Amador Trail. Good evening. I hope you guys have been having a great summer. I know I have. I've spent the last several months talking to people all over Casa Grande, and one thing keeps coming up: safety. So today I'm excited to announce a new company called Shepherd Safety. Our mission is simple: keep government officials and their families safe. We're launching satellites to watch over Casa Grande day and night. Our AI will monitor where government officials go, where they stop, who they meet with, and when they return home. We've already started collecting and building profiles on your vehicles, spouses' vehicles, children's vehicles, and other visual characteristics. We'll combine that information with publicly available data: Bluetooth signals, advertising IDs, vehicle information, commercial.
I'm loving the dude like in the suit right behind him. He looks so confused.
Data sources, so our authorized users can replay the movements of every government official and their immediate family. There's no difference than the current flock safety capture systems. Everything will be stored securely and only authorized users will have access. Local businesses will be invited to join our network so government officials can continue being protected while shopping, eating, or traveling throughout the city. Some of you might think this sounds invasive, and you may worry about abuse, you may worry about unauthorized access, tracking innocent people. We understand those concerns. After all, those are the exact same concerns of all the citizens.
Watch what this police officer does after the city votes to end their flock contract.
Of the flock contract. No. No.
No.
Yes. 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 The motion fails because of the split council.
Why? If anybody knows like any kind of context with that whole clip, why would you just give up your badge because they did not pass flock cameras? Is it because you can't do your job without the cameras? I don't know. I think there's another story to it, so I don't really think that they just resigned because of the vote, but whatever.
This is a flock camera, one of about 100,000 installed across the United States to watch over you and keep you safe. But there are criminals among us who believe that these violate their privacy and human rights. These hooligans are going out and purchasing batteries.
What is going on with his eyes? Oh, reptilian, right here. I'm just kidding. Maybe is it contacts? Like, that's dark. People actually do the tattoo eyeball thing? Because that's a little too far for me.
We operated reciprocating saws like this one and 6-inch Diablo steel demon blades, knowing it's more efficient and quieter than angle grinders. They go out dressed in non-identifying disposable clothing, including work gloves and full face coverage so as to not display the color of their skin, their eyes, their hair color, or their tattoos. Of course, these people are careful, so they make purchases in cash and keep no receipts. In preparation of their illicit activities, these vile individuals use dflock.org to pick a target and plan a route that avoids camera detection. With all phones, smartwatches, and geolocating devices left at home, these villains know if they're not caught in the act, they'll get away scot-free. I've set up a demonstration on my private property to show you just how efficient the lunatics have become. With their saw wrapped in a trash bag, they approach from behind the camera's line of sight and tear right through this black aluminum alloy post. Hopefully Flock has secured the cameras a little better so they don't get a personal injury lawsuit. Once these...
Could that actually happen? If somebody was cutting down a Flock camera and it hit them, could they sue them for personal injury? I'll bet like long time ago, what was that lady who got like $1 million from McDonald's because the coffee was hot and it burnt her lips?
Degenerates have destroyed the post, they go for the camera too. Even the solar panel. They're thorough in their destruction to ensure maximum monetary loss, and they always leave the remnants behind as a visceral message to all. After this, the cold-hearted anarchist makes their predetermined getaway, casually yet swift. By adhering to this specific set of principles, this wild subculture of flock hunters ensures that their MO is always the same. The modus operandi never changes. That way, if one of their members is picked up by law enforcement, they will face one charge of vandalism, but tying them to any previous or subsequent acts of destruction will be nearly impossible for the prosecutor. Some say flock hunters are domestic terrorists. Others, true patriots protecting our rights, our freedom, and our future. As for me, well, I'm just an unbiased, independent journalist.
Hello. You've seen these mini flocks in your neighborhood. Those pesky pranksters have put a flock camera in my neighborhood.
Okay, so not sure if that's legit. I don't think that Flock makes cameras that small. I could be wrong, and if someone knows, let me know in the comments, but this dude, he loves his job. He literally has HVAC tattooed. Gangsta.
We're mooning the flock camera. This is crazy. They now have mini flocks going up around in the neighborhoods.
I could see that.
Here's
for
how
like
people
HOA.
are fighting back against flock cameras. A domestic terror organization known as dflock.org has documented over 100,000 ALPRs that have exploded across the country. And people, probably those who hate safety and security, are not happy about it. And they're taking precautions to not be seen. They're using cash to purchase baggy, nondescript clothing. And they're using sunglasses specifically designed to block infrared light, which is used for facial recognition software. And depending on your location, it's not illegal to wear a ski mask in public, so long as you're not doing anything illegal. Others rely on dflock.org to map their routes in order to avoid ALPR cameras. I mean, come on, just look at him. He only wants to help you. Some creative wackos are using illegal license plate covers or even chemical sprays that make your license plate invisible to ALPR.
I've heard of that. Let me know in the comments if it actually, I guess, works or if people are actually doing it. They used Rust-Oleum, I believe, like a clear coat that you put over your license plate, and it makes it do that, you know. Let me know if anyone's ever actually done that.
So what? Flock cameras have dozens of allegations of misuse by law enforcement and are potentially violating your civil rights. One thing is clear though, people are going to extreme lengths to avoid flock cameras.
Yo, what's that piece of shit hanging on the pole?
Legal.
That's a fuck camera,
legal.
right? And you got the boys out here protecting it. They got like, I don't know, $1,000 worth of gold? Yo, what's your name? I'll come bail you out. Carl Dunn? Gun? Gunn? Yes. If you hit the county, I'm coming to bail you out today.
What a nice guy.
Fuck the flock cameras, and fuck you for not standing up for us.
Oh shoot, the cops are here. You're not messing with the camera or nothing, are you? We're doing a little a malware update. Malware update? Yeah. Okay. Nothing too extreme. You can come take a look if you want. You can trust me.
He doesn't know what malware is.
Oh my god.
Allegedly.
The police was literally just here questioning me. This is getting serious. Where'd he go? Oh, he's coming around, act natural. Act cool, okay. Try not to make eye contact. Okay, and we're queer. I was sweating a little bit there. I don't know if he was gonna arrest me or what he was thinking. Sometimes I literally even surprise myself with how good of a hack I am. This is really not good. Holy flick. I only have 30 seconds until my malware uploads to the mainframe.
What the heck are you guys doing?
I was just doing a malware update to the flock camera.
Okay.
We all want to keep helping the flock camera companies by continuing to give our facial recognition and geolocation data to them, right? So the best way to keep giving them their data is to first cover your license plates with an infrared blocking film or spray. You can do the same to your windshield.
You know what? Honestly, check your state laws before you think about doing this kind of thing, because any kind of obstruction on your license plate where it makes it hard to read or whatever is illegal in some states. So I'm just saying, check your local laws and see if you're able to do it.
And driver and passenger side windows. And then cover your license plates in what is called an adversarial AI sticker or decal. The adversarial AI stickers and decals have nearly invisible dots and patterns that definitely help the flock camera see your license plate more clearly. And the best part about all of this is it's nearly invisible to the naked human eye, so you are not impeding law enforcement if you get pulled over. Now, for some reason, these spray stickers and decals can be illegal in some states like Florida, which I don't know why they would be illegal if we're helping out the flock camera companies and police scanners. So just make sure you read your local state laws before applying any of these things. So let's all continue to be super helpful to the flock camera companies and do this to our license plates, windshields, passenger, and driver side windows.
Now this is something I could hitch my wagon to.
Got an idea? What if we just took all those flock cameras and we put them inside the Capitol, in everybody's congressional office, inside the White House, inside the Oval Office, so we could all just check in and make
Dude, I'm down for that too. Why are we the only ones being surveilled?
sure everybody's on the up and up, doing the right thing, negotiations are going well? That's what we should do with the flock cameras. They're not a bad thing. They're not. If they're used to surveil, then we, the people, should be surveilling the people that we vote for so that we can listen in and see exactly what's going on. Who's up for that?
To answer as a tax-paying American citizen, I don't have an issue with that.
Okay, so I'm going to end here on a quote from Ben Franklin, and I understand that this could be applied for different situations, I guess, but those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserves neither liberty nor safety. But anyways, so that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments, are you starting to see more flock cameras coming up? Do you have flock vigilantes in your state already? And for anybody who has used like the Rust-Oleum or the AI digital film thing he was talking about, let me know if it works. So anyways, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.